Regardless of who you are, where you live, and what you do, the person you believe you are is only defined by what you want. Maybe you believe that you are a person who is trying to get a job or who needs money. Here's a secret. If that is who you believe you are, that is who you will always be. But if you assume success and believe that you already have the job you want or the money you want, before you know it, your external reality will start to mirror your inner world. This is what Neville Goddard's law of assumption states. Here in this video, you will learn how you can make use of the law of assumption as a secret formula to get anything you want. But before we start, I would like to remind you to subscribe to this channel so that you can watch more videos from our channel. Let's now get started. Well, many people come to know about the law of assumption when they fail to manifest their desires with the law of attraction. The law of attraction is simply natural and universal, but the techniques related to it don't work because the so-called manifestation coaches suggest them. To me, the law of assumption is a more powerful version of the law of attraction because a complete set of Neville Goddard's teachings supports this law. This law isn't backed by a fake technique, but Neville Goddard's teachings make this law genuine and powerful, and he explained how this law could be implemented to make the desires come true. If you have entered the law of assumption community, you are about to level up your manifestation game. Neville Goddard's teachings, which stated that when we make an assumption and accept it with all of our beliefs, the world is driven to live up to our expectations, were what directly led to the law of assumption. To many people, the laws of attraction and assumption are similar to each other, and in fact, they look the same when they are defined. But when it comes to the philosophy behind both of these laws, we discover that they are two completely different approaches. The distinction is in the underlying beliefs that support each law. By focusing on what you want, you express your intentions to the universe when you employ the law of attraction to bring about your desires. Then the universe supplies. However, that suggests that the universe is something different from you, which makes it unrealistic. You and the universe are not separate, and this is the core pillar of the law of assumption. This is how the two universal laws are different. In the law of assumption, you don't need a God to ask for something to be given to you. Only you are the operator, and you will make things happen. Neville Goddard said that God and human imagination are the same, and they aren't separated. It means the whole power of God lies within you. The world around you is the physical manifestation of your own consciousness. In other words, the physical world surrounding you isn't separate from you. It is you. It is part of you. Unwanted life experiences are physical evidence not just of negative things and thoughts, but of negative beliefs. Neville Goddard explains, stop believing in God and start believing as God. The law of attraction works great for a lot of people, but it has a potential snag, and that is as long as you believe you are reaching for something, it may remain distant. But if you believe that you are the universe, how can you be separated from what you want? You don't need to have what you want because it is already yours. Goddard says that we need to approach every aspect of our lives as if what we want is already here as part of our present, persistent experience. Our senses will argue with us, but if you persist in it, it will harden into fact. Eventually, that means that our senses and the rest of the world will agree. What began only in our imaginations will now become a living reality. Now I would like to share with you a trick that can make the law of assumption work for everyone. And it is, you have to stay persistent. To get started with the law of assumption, shift your focus from seeking to finding. Don't struggle for what you want. Know that it is already yours. You don't need to have it, you just need to be conscious of it and hold it. In the next step, you close your eyes and imagine vividly how it would feel if your big desire manifested right here, right now. Next comes the part where most people fail to start out. Make that state of mind your entire experience and sustain it. It should be your inner reality during every waking moment. You can make use of manifestation journals and effective affirmations. These affirmations are simply positive statements that reshape your beliefs and thoughts and help you get rid of all the negative thoughts that are acting as blocks for your manifestation. Using these affirmations, you train your mind to believe that the law of assumption works and that what you want is already yours. You don't need to try to have it because you already have it. Now let me share with you the 5 easy ways to apply the law of assumption in your daily life. The first way to put the law of assumption into practice is through professional success. Do you desire a promotion, a pay raise, or a new job? Or perhaps you are looking for a lucrative side hustle. Or maybe you are just hunting for an opportunity to shine. That can be a project that will display your skills or a mentor who can help you achieve your potential. Whatever your desire is, try assuming that you already have it. You already have that promotion, you already have that job, and you already have manifested everything you desired. Stride into the workplace tomorrow with the glowing presence of someone who is already at the top of the ladder. Before you know it, opportunities you deemed impossible may be at your fingertips. Now the second way of putting the law of assumption into practice involves meeting the person who can change your life. There is nothing quite so magical as meeting an extraordinary person who transforms your life. Maybe you are aiming to attract a specific person or possibly just a stranger who would awaken new insights. Know that exact individual is out there and that you will soon stand in their presence. Expect it to be accomplished at the meeting. Picture that person right here with you in the relationship and feeling of your desire. Fill yourself with the feeling of fulfillment that your own reality brings you. Feel it wash over you, lightening your step and reshaping your mindset, bringing you thankfulness and joy. Open your eyes. You are still with your specific person. Go to work. Your specific person awaits you when you arrive home. Purchase food, picture yourself having dinner with a certain individual, and so on. Do that day in and day out until your assumption solidifies into your physical reality. The third example of applying the law of assumption is to perfect your body and mind. The law of assumption can be a key to taking your physical and psychological well-being to the next level. Beware of what you assume and make sure you aren't body-shaming yourself every day. One simple example of that would be weight loss. Losing weight may require you to follow a specific diet plan. Work hard to stick with it and exercise. But no matter what you do, what plays a major role here is your mindset. Believe that your mind and body fit into your ideal life. Enjoy that end result, even if you cannot see it in the mirror. You may be astonished at how that belief can pay off. Before you realize it, you might begin to manifest a certain diet, a fitness routine, or another activity that eventually leads you to the body you always desired. When it comes to changing your mind, you can do the same thing. The law of assumption helps you manifest money in your life by removing money blocks. For many people, the biggest obstacle to achieving their goals is money and abundance. They need money to get what they want, but they don't have any. However, the law of assumption can help you overcome these many blocks. Before you start visualizing the money you want, first make sure you are clear on your objectives. Make sure you know what your goals are. You also need to know what is blocking your success, like fear or limiting beliefs about money. Money blocks, in fact, are patterns of thoughts that prevent you from having a lot of wealth in your life. They can be anything from, I don't deserve more, to I shouldn't bother trying because it will never work anyway. Don't have any such beliefs. But think of money as a good friend that visits you always. Build an assumption that you have a lot of it and persist with it. One can even employ vision boards to power this assumption further. Visualize before going to sleep and shortly after waking up, since this helps get the assumption into the subconscious mind more quickly and helps one manifest money. As your assumption gains strength, take extra precautions and make sure to stick with it. One day, life would unexpectedly change and the assumption would come true. All that matters is that you stick with the assumption. With the law of assumption, everything is possible because you are the universe and everything is within you. You don't need to chase your dreams or goals. You don't need to struggle with anything. You just need to be conscious of the existence of a particular thing that you want in your life. You are God, so you don't need to ask anything from anyone. Nobody can give you anything because everything is already yours. The power of your imagination has the potential to create and erase things. Your desires are within your grasp. It can just take some time for you to believe that what you want is already yours because only making assumptions won't work. You will have to pass your assumptions onto your subconscious mind. However, Neville Goddard's teachings imply that doing this is the first step to implementing the law of assumption in your life. Make a habit of believing that your greatest desires have already been granted. Establish complete faith in the universe, which is the same as complete faith in oneself. Walk in the world with confidence and thankfulness, knowing that as you have pushed out, the outer world must actualize your will. According to the law of assumption, nothing is impossible or difficult to achieve. Everything is just a thought away. Everything is just yours. Everything is part of you because you are the universe, so you just realize that your desire isn't separate from yours. It exists in your life, but you aren't conscious of it, so if you want to have it, simply be conscious of it. Currently, you need what you want because you are aware of its absence. But what you have to do to realize that you don't need what you need is to realize that it is already yours. That's the easiest way to be a master manifester. You can have a specific person in your life, a specific job, an increase in your pay, or a job promotion by simply believing that it already has happened and that now you no longer need what you want. You have a lot more of it, so you don't need it. I hope I was able to deliver a good analysis of this quote by Neville Goddard. And of course, this doesn't mean we agree with every single thing he said or believed in, because in the end, everyone will form his or her own opinion, and that is why we are analyzing and discussing his ideas and methods to fully understand his approach and general ideas, as he was a great teacher and inspired millions of people around the world. If you want to share your opinion, comment down below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to it and press the bell icon for more interesting, informative, and helpful videos on manifestation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.